Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome to a brand new video in SpinTires MudRunner. Now, this is going to be a towing mission. We have received word that there is a broken down F350 stuck 3/4 of the way in a river and we need to go rescue it. So, we're bringing our all-wheel drive capable dump truck. It's a rollback, so I'm hoping that the F350 fits. And this is the subject in question. This thing is huge. I have never used it before for towing purposes, but I can't wait to see what it actually does. So let's go ahead and hop in the truck and see what this thing can do. Alright, now I did show you guys this truck recently in dump truck form, and it was really interesting there. It definitely worked pretty well, but like I said, we've received word that there's an F350 stuck like 3/4 of the way in a river, potentially with a blown head gasket, so we don't know if it's going to start or not. Hopefully it starts and we can drive it onto the rollback, but if not, we may be able to winch it on. I'm not sure if this thing's capable of that or not, but we may be able to winch it on. So, heading out, let's see if we can throw this thing in high. Well, high is the equivalent of third, so we're probably not going to do that. It'll keep itself in fourth if you leave it in auto mode. Yeah, it's way faster in auto. Well, maybe not through here. It was about to bog down if I left it in auto. It's one of those trucks that'll get itself up into 6th gear, and then it'll bog down and go all the way back to first. So, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot a little bit with that one. But she's definitely quick for what she is. I'll give you guys a little bit of first-person interior view. Now, the type of mission that... Are you kidding me? Did we really hook the back of the truck on that pole? We probably did. Yeah, we probably did. Anyway, this type of a mission is what I would love to see in the base game itself in the future. Now, I know SnowRunner is going to have a few different mission types, and things like this are something that I would really like to see in this franchise in the future, because, you know, doing them in sort of a roleplay fashion is one thing, but doing them in the game itself is a whole nother ball game, and it definitely brings you into the experience a lot more. Sup? How are we on fuel? Ah, we're all right. We shouldn't need to stop for anything. Now, I'm pretty sure guy said he was down this way towards the lumber mill, and if I recall correctly, the way you get down to the river, I don't know how the hell he got into the situation he is in, but the way you get down to the river is by going across this bridge. Let's see if we can see where that F350's at. Oh, I see the front of it right there. Yep, he's in trouble, all right. Alright, let's get this thing across the bridge, and we'll get over there and hook him up. It shouldn't be too hard. Definitely going to want to back in, though. Backing in is definitely going to be the best course of action here. Alright, let's get this thing lined up. I'm going to put it in low 3, so then we can stick it in reverse and get backed up. Oh, maybe not. Try and go forward a little bit. This thing's a big truck. It can run over those little saplings, no problem. I'm not that worried about the paint. I mean, it's already got scratches on it, so not worried about it that much. All right, now we're going to have to get this thing lined up, and that might be a little tricky. Drive up onto that bank just a little bit. All right, I'm going to need to go forward, actually, because I need to extend the rollback, and I kind of want to be level when I do it, but I also need to see how far back it needs to go, because otherwise it won't get into the position that I need. Go ahead and tilt it up. All right, that's as far as it goes. All right, now I'm actually going to reposition my camera. That's probably about where I want to be. Probably. I'm going to say probably where I want to be. The only reason why I say probably and not definitely is because I'm not completely sure yet. All right, now let's swap over to the F350. and see, actually, no. First of all, let's start in the Peterbilt, continue in the Peterbilt, and see if, okay. So we can hook to the front end of the F350. Switch to pull. Come on. Is it going to pull it up properly, or am I going to have to get in it and steer it? I may have to get in it and steer it. No, it's pulling. It's pulling the right way. Although the winch point that I picked is definitely a little weird. Oh, it is not pulling any further than that. All right, well, let's see. Try this one more time from that winch point on the bumper. Whoa, all right. Come on. It's going to have to be driven the rest of the way. Well, whether or not you have a blown head gasket, we're driving you. Come on. There you go. All right, that's as far as she goes. Which I believe this thing is just barely long enough to support that F350. Just barely long enough. All right, let's go ahead and swap back into the 340 now. And I'm going to need to bring this up slowly. Come on. I don't want it to fall off. I'm really worried about it falling off, actually. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Almost there. We'll get it all the way up. And then bring it all the way back down. There we go. And boom. All right. So it's on, and we're ready to move. Now, before we go too far, I am going to get out of here, though. I am going to get out of the soft sand before I go any further. I'm going to be as careful as possible. Hopefully these rocks don't trip us up too bad. I'm just trying to get back on the main road, and then once we're back on the main road, we're going to figure out where we got to head from there. Come on. Luckily, that block post is open for us, so no worries there. Come on. All right, now we can go ahead and make a right, but before we make a right, let's see. Should we take it back to the garage? That's probably where we're going to need to take it. We do have a, there is another garage up there, which is locked, but it might be closer. Although it's not unlocked yet, but we can take care of that later, because this thing is going to need to be looked over, need to be repaired, because after submerging itself in water like that for that long, it's going to need to be checked over. I'm going to ease my way on out of here. Just going to leave it in low, just not worry about anything too crazy. It's all hooked up. I wonder where the owner went. It's a little bit weird because I think it's him that made the call, but I've got his truck, so... Well, hopefully he shows up at the garage later. Otherwise, we're going to start charging him storage fees. Definitely. All right, so let's go ahead and get back out on the main road, and I think I'm going to head back to the unlocked garage for this one. Now, if we do have any crazier rescues that we need to do, normally what I would do for those is I would take them to the other garage, because I feel like, oh boy, because that garage is a little bit closer to the lumber mill, because if you do need to rescue anything that's like machinery related, then I'm definitely going to take it to the one that's closer to the lumber mill. But for this one, I think I'm going to take it back to town. I mean, I think that's where this guy's from anyway. Probably got a little too crazy out there in the mud and ended up backing into the river. I don't know what he was trying to do, but who knows? His e-brake could have failed. His transmission could have went out. Who knows why he could have ended up in there? He didn't give me much info, but who knows? We'll find out more from him later. All right, we'll go ahead and get through here real quick. Luckily, that gate goes up really freaking fast. And also, luckily, this combination right here that we have on the rollback isn't too high for that bridge. I really wouldn't want it to hit. But if I also remember correctly, that bridge is non-collision. So that's an outside of RP thing, you know? Still, I wouldn't want it to hit. It is actually really cool, though, to see something on a rollback in MudRunner. I don't know. It's really cool for me to see. It's definitely cool for me to see. We're not going to take that route. We're actually going to go in through town. Let's see where we need to drop this thing off at. $1,000 fine for littering enforced. Residential quiet zone. So, Jake break, right? That's what you mean? That's what you mean by that? You mean Jake break? Jake break everywhere? Go ahead and get stopped. Check to make sure, and we'll go. All right, we're going to drop this guy off right here at the garage. I'll probably back it up to one of these bays right here. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put it right in front of that gas pump because nobody's using that gas pump today, and I'm not really too worried about it. All right, back it up, and let's go ahead and get it tilted back up and get her unloaded. And move it back down. Not too bad. Not too shabby. All right, we're going to go ahead and swap trucks and get this thing off. Try not to run it for too long because we don't know how broken the engine is. It is a 6.0, so, you know, we may want to be conscious and careful of that. And now we just got to go ahead and get the tow truck parked and ready for its next job / adventure. So normally I would bring the bed up first. I'd kind of like to be able to do it at the same time, but, you know, it's MudRunner, and you can only do so much. But we're going to go ahead and park this thing under the canopy and get it ready for its next adventure. Like I said, adventure / job, and we'll see what we can do with it next. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave your suggestions in the comment section down below for what you would like to see, because if this is something you like, then I would definitely be up for making more of these for you guys. So again, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed, leave your suggestions in the comments below, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Talk to you guys later.